holy moly, I was so bored. It's the weekend between the playoffs and the Super Bowl, and heaven forbid you not be paying all your attention to the NFL. So they have a movie for you in theaters. It's a commercial, but it's a movie. 80 for Brady.
The Super Bowl is no place for 4 old women.
This could be Tom's last one. He's almost 40. That's like 80 in people years.
This movie is so strange. Like, I'm just shocked that this thing exists in the world. I don't know what it is. It's so many things, and yet I also find it very confusing, but it is primarily an infomercial for Tom Brady, who stars in it and is a producer in it and has the titular role of Brady. He is the Brady.
He's Brady. Yeah.
It is inspired by a true story.
Yes.
If you want the heartwarming tale, it didn't really shake out this way in real life.
Yeah.
But we have 4 absolute pros in Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda, Rita Moreno, and Sally Field. They play longtime best friends who are living in New England and obsessed with the Pats, and in particular obsessed with Tom Brady. Lily Tomlin in particular has a thing for him and views him as her North Star. This is based on what happened with the Super Bowl 51, right? Which, a little background, this is the big, huge, famous comeback, right? When they were down 28-3, this is like a quintessential Tom Brady moment here. This is a thing that he does or did. He just retired. The timing is a tad conspicuous on that, but this is what he would do. Like you cannot count him out. He will find a way. And so he did when it looked like they were going to be losing to the Falcons 28-3. They want to go to the Super Bowl when the Pats go to the Super Bowl because that's the thing that has tied them together all this time. And Lily Tomlin's character has had some health issues. And so she's like, we may never get this chance again. Let's go do it. So she's sort of like the practical, smartass go-getter of them. Jane Fonda is a romance novelist who does like fan fiction for Gronk. Sally Field is a math professor at MIT, and Rita Moreno is a widow who lives at a nursing home, even though she has an actual home of her own. She doesn't want to go there because it reminds her of her late husband. So it's just wacky antics. And all these actresses are like so much better than this material. It is like mind numbing to me that they all said yes to this. And yet because they all are just total veterans with impeccable timing, they spin, if not gold, at least like something tolerable.
Zinc.
Yeah, something tolerable that shines a little sometimes here and there out of just some really, really terrible material. It's an infomercial for the NFL. It's a heart-tugging drama about friendship. It's a raunchy comedy about older ladies getting their groove back. There are weed gummies to be had and flirtations. And over and over again, I was just boggled. Did your screening, because you and I both went Wednesday night to the Ladies Night Out screening. Oh, yeah, bitches. Nothing crazy happened at my screening. No. I kind of hoped it would. Was there a music video before your screening? So uncomfortable. Like, that was the weirdest part of the whole movie. There's a video, and it's like Dolly Parton, Belinda Carlisle,
Cyndi Lauper, Gloria Estefan.
And they sing this incredibly insipid song in front of like a green screen.
And I actually closed my eyes during it because I could tell it was going to be one of those music videos that had a ton of clips from the movie. Oh. And it's like, I don't want to see clips from a movie that I am about to watch. So I just closed my eyes.
The Patriots win.
Listen to it. Well, I figured they did, but I did not know any of the details about that game. So that was a little, suspenseful for me.
Oh, so for you, there was suspense here. Okay.
A little bit. I mean, I figured you don't make this movie if they lose, But holy moly, I was so bored. And I love these 4 actresses so very much. But yeah, you're right. They're not given anything here. It's not even TV level. This is first draft stuff that just shouldn't have gone through. I'd say if the best of the 4 weirdly was Sally Field.
I agree.
She seems to be really trying to like just squeeze some comedy out of this turnip more than anybody else is, and I felt like she was kind of creating a character here. This cast deserves way better. I hope they got paid really well.
Yeah, that is maybe the only good part of it is that you have incredible access on the field because like clearly they must have gotten like the NFL Films footage on the field and like this is several years ago. This is like what, 6 years ago, I want to say. And and then they also had to like recreate stadium stuff to put them in a place that looks like a stadium, but of course it's all green screen.
There's a lot of green screen going on, I'm sure. Yeah.
There's a shot of them on the beach. There's a shot of them sitting in lounge chairs on the beach, and among the press photos that they sent out is like the four of them sitting in front of a green screen. Like even the beach is green screened.
Is the fifth person even in that scene with them?
That's a great question. Yeah, in the photo, that person is there. Yes.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yes. So I was uncomfortable a lot of the time, and a lot of it had to do with Jane Fonda. Like, what have they done to her? There's a scene where she's not wearing a whole lot of makeup and she's not wearing a wig. One of the subplots is she's got like a shit ton of wigs for every occasion. They're all different shades of blonde, with like the one she wears at the end with a chip clip in it is especially bad. Like they do her wrong with these
well, the fact that the wigs are supposed to be wigs, I forgave the fact that they looked like wigs, because at least the movie is telling you she's wearing wigs, you know?
Yes. And so, but in that scene, like she and Lily Tomlin are just chatting and there's like the vaguest glimmer of something that might have been good, because the two of them are so good together and they have been for so long. And she's not wearing a ton of makeup and her hair looks normal. I'm like, oh, I see, like, you know, there's a little bit of Grace Frankie possibility in here. Something good. Yeah. It's wacky antics and it's all kinds of NFL players making cameos. Like Tom Brady is a terrible actor. Like all he need to do is show up and be himself. There's one scene where he is called upon to have like a dramatic exchange with Lily Tomlin, and it's like it will never end. It is so bad. It's so awkward.
It's less a movie than is like sort of an educational industrial film. You know what I mean? Like, or an infomercial. There are women who already follow the NFL, and the actual women that this movie's about certainly didn't need this dumb movie to like push them to their, you know, fandom of Brady or whatever. But it's just a walloping missed opportunity. And again, I don't care for sports, but I love sports movies.
Yeah.
And this could have been a movie about like the nature of fandom, you know, in the way that like the original Fever Pitch with Colin Firth was. And it's just this like big, dumb, jokey, like I'm kind of shocked Diane Keaton isn't in this movie.
Yeah. This is a lot like Book Club, isn't it?
Book
each
Club
person's in her lane.
Yeah, like Palms, like this whole wave of like cute old lady comedies that are just like, you know what? Like give Ellen Burstyn and Diane Keaton and these four like some real scripts with some meat in it, and let that happen, because they are all still viable performers who are like, you know, fully in command of their craft. And instead, it's just like these little dotty grandma movies, and it's just a waste of everyone's time.
There's literally a point where all four of them go Tom Brady! And like, I think I audibly groaned. I'm sure of it. Also waste the talents of Glynn Turman, Bob Balaban,
Rob Corddry, Alex Moffat, Ron Funches.
Yes, it's an impressive support.
Harry Hamlin.
Anyway, I'm saying 1.5.
I said 2. But yeah, I squirmed a lot. This was a very uncomfortable experience.